Hey everyone, my name is Jeremy Cloder. I'm the broker of Outfast Property Management. Today we're at Tampa Heights at the Bootlegger Flats. This is a 22-unit multifamily property of studios, 1 bedrooms, and 2 bedrooms apartments. Today we're going to talk about the 3 things that will make or break your investment when it comes to tenant screening, maintenance, and keeping your residents satisfied to make sure they stay in the properties for as long as possible. One of the most important things we do as property managers is properly screen residents that are going to stay in your properties. And most of the issues that we see when it comes to late rents and delinquencies or evictions, problem tenants just in general, is usually on properties that we inherit where the residents are already living there. So if we have the ability on the front end to place these residents, put them through our screening process, and the way we source application data and kind of integrate that with some AI things, we're able to get a complete picture of the residents that are going to be moving into the property, and that's going to be one of your best chances to have a good experience with rental properties and ensure that you have residents that are paying on time, that take care of the property, and hopefully you'll renew them in 12 months down the road. But that's going to be your best bet, is to be able to have a good screening process where you're using a standard across all the applications so you don't get yourself in hot water when it comes to discrimination or fair housing laws. And that's a lot of what we do, a big piece of it, make sure our clients stay happy and that everybody gets paid at the end of the day. The second thing that's really going to make or break your investment is maintenance. And we like to think of it in 2 different ways. One is your ongoing general maintenance that might happen from month to month. The other piece would be more of bigger renovations or bigger capital expenditure items that you might have on a property, whether it's single family or multifamily, depending on what you're renovating. So on a month-to-month basis, let's say the toilet's leaking and we send somebody out to fix that. Something else could be a CapEx, could be maybe a roof or an actual unit renovation. And those are kind of 2 different buckets. So when you're looking at properties or you're forecasting due diligence or just your annual cash flow, you really want to kind of split that out into 2 different sectors and 2 different budget items. It's something that we recommend our clients do. It's something that we pay a lot of attention to. Probably 50% or more of what we do as property managers is actually something related to maintenance, whether it's routine maintenance or tenant turnovers. And that's really going to be impactful on your cash flow as an owner, especially if residents are not renewing and they continue to move out. You're going to have a lot of loss of cash flow from the unit being vacant, but also increased maintenance. So there's a lot of things that you can do to be proactive when it comes to maintenance, but that's one of the other biggest impacts to your net operating income, maintenance. The third thing that's going to make or break your investment is resident satisfaction. So we obviously are going to aim for residents that continue to pay rent on time, that we can renew and keep in the property as long as possible. But when tenants are paying rent on time, their biggest concern is maintenance. Can I get the thing fixed quickly and done right the first time? So that's one of our biggest focuses, to make sure that we're keeping residents happy. But there's other things like communication, or when they call in, actually getting a live person the first time on the phone. All of those things play into your resident satisfaction. It's going to be important for you as owners to have those renewals, which we as property managers love the consistency and income as well, because we don't get paid if the tenant's not paying rent, and if they're not renewing, we're not getting paid during those periods, just as you as the owner are not collecting any rent. So it's really important for both parties to understand that our interests are aligned, and to make sure that we're taking a proactive approach to making sure the residents are staying as happy as possible, with maintenance getting completed quickly and other things that come into play throughout the year where the residents staying in the property. Thanks for tuning in today. We're going to be putting out more consistent content for you guys, so please stay tuned and subscribe and follow us online.